Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm Johnny.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah!
So last time we had the rescue mission that actually worked.
Yeah.
And as always, no one checks for trackers.
Nobody checks for trackers.
So now we're in it still. I wonder where we're going to head here. Are we going to just get into like a space battle? Or?
Hopefully we get intercepted on our way to Jabin so that we don't actually make it there for the...
and take down the entire rebel organization.
Nah, they built a big set piece. They're going to fight there.
They're like, we built the whole set piece. We're going to use the whole set piece.
All right.
Unfortunately, what's his name? Harvey? Was the guy who was like, the guy who was like,
Wait.
I'm not helping you. Okay, I'm helping you.
Yeah, Roken.
Roken, yes. Roken is unfortunately getting exactly what he didn't want. He's getting them his little establishment invaded. I just feel sad for Lola. Lola has been hijacked.
She has been broken. She's not Lola no more.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
It's kind of funny how the color changes in the eyes. I wonder if they'll notice that.
Yeah, it's like, Lola.
Why do you look evil, Lola?
Yeah, why are you evil now?
What big teeth you have?
No, I was gonna say that. What big red eyes you have?
Yeah, but guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like your time here. If you remember, like, subscribe if you want to see more. And remember, check out the Patreon if you guys want to see the uncut version of this show or anything else that we do. And remember, we'll see you in discussions.
Who's this? Who's this?
Organa.
That's
Or is it
Anakin.
Flashback?
Yeah, it's Anakin.
Maybe I stand more of a chance this time.
Oh, they're doing a duel.
I think he's having a dream of what if.
Look how old he looks.
Are you?
Give us a flurry. No.
Oh,
it
it
was
was him! Oh,
My lord.
you miss your brother?
He's arriving on Jabin.
Oh, dang it! No!
You have done well.
Promotion?
Kneel.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Neil.
That or just beheads her right there.
Inquisitor,
Oh, yeah.
we leave for Jabin at once.
Jabin.
Somehow he even makes the word Jabin seem intimidating.
Yeah.
I didn't think it could happen.
Jabin. Wait, is it with an M or an N at the end?
M.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I keep saying Jabin.
Kill us all.
He'll attack next. He has no patience for a siege. How do you know?
No reason?
No reason. No reason. Just attack.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait, this is a memory then.
Is it a memory? He looks so old though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just the actor because he got older.
They couldn't
Launch the
like
attack.
deep faked him over his own face.
CGI maybe.
There's somebody. Is that Vader ship?
Inquisitor.
Oh, so third sister or not third sister? Grand
he might be with
Inquisitor. It is third sister. I mean, Grand Inquisitor.
Third Inquisitor. Hello.
That was underwhelming. I don't need your opinion. You can try going in the vents to see what's going on. I'm a little too big to be crawling around in the vents. Would you like to try?
Lego Star Wars time. Gotta use switch characters.
It's not playtime right now, Princess. Do as she asks.
It's like,
You
bruh.
trust me? I trust her. Down the ladder.
She does everything. She's a smart child.
A smart
Get
child.
my ladder. Quick.
One for everyone I get through.
Were there scratches? I
Yeah.
couldn't see.
Little notches.
You're right, Ben. Some things you can't forget. But you can fight to make them better.
Is this our turning moment?
Activate.
Activate!
Oh, they're getting through, are they?
Put more door there. Just keep putting more door. It's fine.
Said and done. Tell the Inquisitor I want to talk.
Oh.
You knew who Vader was.
Mm-hmm.
Back on Dailu, how did you know that? Unless you were there.
It doesn't matter where I was.
The night of Order 66, you
youngling.
We were right.
saw him. Anakin killed the others.
That's enough.
He killed the other youngins,
Enough.
but somehow
Enough!
Oh, she is going through. She was the one I knew. So what happens? He kills everyone and takes her?
Oh,
Oh, he
gosh.
kills the children.
Mhm.
Wow.
They were the only family I knew. And he's the one.
So you're not upset at him but Obi-Wan because he made him?
You're hunting him.
Oh?
Let me help you. Why would I ever trust you?
What?
The same thing. Do we, Obi-Wan? He was your Padawan.
Okay.
Why didn't you stop him? Why didn't you save us? I don't need your help.
Oh, yeah, you do.
You won't stop him alone. You have no idea what I've done.
Oh!
Whoa. Yeah, why didn't
Why
you do that
did you do
before?
that in the first place, hon?
Okay.
Oh, force push.
Nice.
Fall back to the ship. Okay, perfect, guys. Can't shoot right now. That's great. Some of the people aren't back in the ship yet.
Just push the guy off.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
no.
one down.
This droid is great. I love this droid, but he's definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh, is she doing that?
Oh no. Oh, good. Oh no, but it's gonna be a pylon. Oh! Obi-Wan! Oh no.
Oh, he's protecting
Oh.
her.
Oh, he died on to protect her.
Oh, nice. Barrel detonator.
Kenobi is already ours.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. Oh, he's just thinking back.
Is this like a mind palace thing?
Admit your beat.
He's saying it's a memory.
You want to tell me? Are you going to fight without a weapon? There are other ways to fight.
What?
Top no
Top
jutsu.
digits. I think it's the same thing.
Are you going to let him do it again? What he did to you? What makes you think he won't see it coming? Because all he'll see is me.
It's a good point. How did they know when to do stuff?
It's just like, you know what?
It's like, what does that mean?
Point. Do things.
Point.
Just keep walking until she says no, okay?
No, I meant the other. Like that. Oh!
There. Your weapon's gone. It's over.
Cocky.
Your need for victory, Anakin, it blinds you.
We'll have to see what he did. Look how proud he looks.
Oh, look at that cape.
Fabulous.
Oh, Lola's like, oh, you found it? Oh no.
Ah!
Restraining bolt?
Makes you do it. Oh.
Oh, instantly fine. Instantly easy. I hope y'all are already on the craft.
No, no, we're not.
Great
Because-
job, guys. Who needs buttons? Ugh.
Oh no.
The hell no! Oh, so.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
goodness.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Is nobody in there?
Wait, what? Oh, there was an outside one.
There's a second one.
To see him fight without weapons. Oh, and he took his jujitsu.
You're a great warrior, Anakin. But you'll need to prove yourself as your undoing. Until you overcome it, a Padawan you will still be.
Darn it, man.
Yoda, we can't escape Yoda talk.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna pick up on Grand Inquisitor?
He's gonna lash out and kill her.
Oh no, she's trying now.
Don't!
Yeah, that was a bad idea. Oh no.
Not even using... Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow, he is so out of her league.
Dance moves away from her, you know?
Whoa! Oh!
Whoa!
Whoa, double saber.
Nope.
Oh. Oh no, she did. Oh.
Broke it.
It's now two.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I don't need
Oh,
it.
Oh,
pick it
he's
up.
like, we're gonna duel now.
Didn't even turn around.
Yeah.
At least injure him. I know it's not possible, but I mean.
I took it back again.
Oh!
Oh.
Turns out the hole was already there, so she'll be fine.
Oh. Arriva.
You are of no further use.
Is
Is
that...
that
Is that the other guy?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not dead!
It was a whole ruse.
Sister,
But it's mine.
we will leave you where we found you.
In the
In
dirt?
the gutter,
Oh.
where you belong. Goodbye, Grand Inquisitor.
That's my cue. That was so cool, dude.
He only has people who can make cool exits for him in the higher up.
Oh, the organa symbol thing on the floor. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, because she's gonna find about the children. You gotta burn after reading, man.
Are you okay?
You can't figure out what it is.
I'm sure it's nothing.
I'm sure it's fine. I've never had a bad feeling in my life. Oh dear.
Luke!
Luke.
Deborah.
Ciao.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yes.
Yeah. That was cool.
That was a great episode.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We got to see the duel, which was like the fighting you wanted to see. You know,
Yeah.
it looked really cool. They didn't like
Times
flash
two.
away, flash to flash away. They showed us a lot.
Yeah.
You know what's hilarious? Literally last night, I decided to look up what people were thinking about the show so far, and I saw memes about how Hayden Christensen, the guy who plays Anakin, they were hyping up how he's going to be in the show, and we hadn't seen him at any point except for just like he was in the robes in the distance that Obi-Wan
Yeah.
saw. It's like, well, I guess it was all just a ruse. No, here
It
he
was
is.
like fully here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
he
it
did
for
not
you.
look like a 16-year-old though. They could have done something.
Yeah, I think he should be like, I don't know how old he should be, but he's
It
at a
was
later
when-
point.
Well, it was still before he went evil.
Well, yeah, but he was an adult when he became evil.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's a massive time skip between the first and second movie. Second and third movie, sorry.
We see Vader dreaming of a memory
Of the
of
fight.
the duel.
The duel.
And apparently they're both thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Vader is, like we were talking about a couple episodes ago, he is haunted by these things still. So,
Yeah.
like you were mentioning, he's still in that phase of moving towards just completely sealed off bitterness.
Yeah. And you had them.
No, they were able to track to Jabim, unfortunately.
Dream. Yeah.
But fortunately, out of the unfortunate is that their little, I guess, setup was not as extensive as we thought. It was really just that one set
Just that
piece.
little piece. Yeah.
Yeah, so and the people there was just what we saw. So
Yeah.
they could easily be taken off in one ship.
In one ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought when they were worried about Leia leaking, and they were saying we'll lose everything. I thought like maybe they knew multiple bases and like where the path
Like
led
a network.
across. Yeah, like the network.
The Path Network, you know?
Well, I think they're thinking about that because I think, speaking of which, why didn't they like blow up the place? when they left, because all that information, unless they wiped the data before they left.
Kenobi, I guess. I don't know.
No, I mean.
Oh, you mean the good guys?
The good guys. Why didn't they wipe the data or like blow up the place before they left? Because that would be leading into the rest of the path, like any of their
communication
data, their data.
Yeah, I would assume that they probably took a lot of the computers, but I also think that, especially before the Rebel Alliance kind of gets formed, they're really dirt poor strapped for everything. So I'd be surprised if they could blow up the whole place. To be honest, they probably just don't have it.
Just Tala just randomly has a really good bomb.
Just a really
well, that's a grenade. That's
a
thermal detonator, they call them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she used one before.
Really?
I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of just a different.
When she rescued Kenobi, no, she just shot stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She shot the oil on the floor.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't remember then. But we see what's her name? Tala, not Tala. Third sister get upgraded to Third Inquisitor.
Grand Inquisitor.
Grand
Third Inquisitor.
Third
Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, she gets an upgrade. She wanted. So she's closer to Vader now. I guess that was her plan, her plot, her ploy, her scheme.
Yeah, I was worried I had accidentally spoiled the whole Grand Inquisitor couldn't be dead thing when I had mentioned I see him in other media. Because I didn't think about it till afterwards, is that the fact that Star Wars Rebels occurs after this happens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's
I totally didn't put that together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't, but I was like, okay, so he can't have died.
Yeah, I was just of the mind that, anything can happen in the Star Wars. They're going to make it canon once it happens. Mm-hmm. So even if whatever you saw, it was like, well, they can do whatever they want, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. Rebels is in the new canon. It's something new that they brought out like fairly recently. So I was worried about that.
Oh.
When you said you saw him in other media, I thought you meant like in trailers, but I didn't put together that you saw him in different places in different trailers. I thought it was like a red herring kind of trailer. It was like, this is going to be the big bag. Psych, it's Reva.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And we see we have tower defense suddenly engages when we can't get out. Lola has locked us in. Yeah. Darn it, Lola. We trusted you.
Yeah. And they started attacking and beating down the door.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. So, call me crazy. Did Roken have a bowcaster?
Yeah.
He did?
A Wookiee bowcaster.
I saw a bow. I wasn't sure what it was.
Yeah, the Wookiees have a special, as we said, bowcaster. It can shoot an extremely powerful bolt like you saw in the movies. Mm-hmm. But my headcanon now is that his wife was a Force-sensitive Wookiee. And that's why he has it.
That's your headcanon. Okay. Oh my goodness.
I think after that we have a conversation, Kenobi and Reva have a conversation through the door.
Yeah. And we get the full story.
So I was right. She was the one black kid that I saw.
Yeah, she's the youngling.
She's the youngling, yeah. And unfortunately, they did not escape.
No.
They all died except her.
Yes.
So the other Jedi guy that we saw was not a youngling from that set at all. Yeah, just happened to be around the same age. Yeah.
I think it's kind of hilarious that Vader knows, if he knew that she was that youngling, or a youngling rather, he knows she survived that statue just once. So I'm just gonna leave you here again. Not make sure we kill you or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. The Sith, leave you to suffer, but make sure it's done.
Yeah, like another stab, maybe one to the chest, and one to this arm. Yeah. Cut off both arms and legs, bleed to death.
Chill, bro.
I mean, make sure the job's done.
Yo, I'm so glad you're on the good side. Okay.
But anyways.
Yeah, I think because she was so chill after she got stabbed, she just kind of laying there looking at this, messing with the thing. I'm 100% certain he stabbed her in the same place.
Yeah.
And
she has like
metal stuff there, and she's already gonna survive.
Yeah, she's like from was it Boba Fett? That metal.
Oh yeah.
Metal guts.
Metal guts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's what's going on. Because otherwise, how is she moving so easily?
Yeah, I honestly thought that was like a through the spine shot, but I guess not.
Yeah, I guess he just missed. Is he doing this on purpose?
Oh, yeah.
Is Vader doing this on purpose?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised. He's amazing.
Maybe he's just like trying to set up good, like, not good guys, people that hate him, so that he has a challenge in the future.
Yeah.
He has something to do later.
I need a challenge. Let me just like continue to stir up this fire here.
Yeah.
Out in the corner.
Let me just set my house on fire. I need something to do. Let's fight fires today.
I gotta say that breach was amazing.
It was so
like
good.
the initial blow down of the door and the Joker's like charging in, slowly shooting, and there's this wall of fire coming in.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. Very well done.
Yeah. They built the whole set piece. They used the whole set piece.
They did.
Yeah, and
All the hallways.
Reva just easily like.
Yeah.
It's like, why couldn't you do that before, Reva?
It was all a show. It was a show. Yeah, and intimidation, and also giving them time, because it's all a setup. She's doing it to get to Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was totally gonna like do everybody in the process.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was like, yeah, kill them all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She was so focused on her vengeance, she didn't care about the people she's hurting along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Which was kind of like every single Sith ever, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what her problem is. It could have, been off in the distance, practicing your force on your own, and then gone to kill him. But no, let me just slaughter as many innocent people as possible whilst doing that.
Well, it's kind of like that thing that we were talking about, like in episode 2, where the Sith tend to have that weird thing where they'll fall to the dark side because of something a Sith does to them, but then like their mind will warp it in a way that somehow they're working with that Sith to get revenge on something else that now being blamed despite that guy doing the thing to you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I was surprised that she still had the goal at the end of it to kill Anakin. I thought she would have twisted it in her mind to know Anakin killed all my friends because you trained him.
Yeah.
And therefore I want to kill you. That's what I thought it was going to become.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But instead it was, no, she's just a hurt little child who wants to get revenge on this
she's
guy.
lashing out like a child
Because she can't defeat him.
She can't beat him.
And she should know that.
Mm-hmm.
But she wanted to try.
And I was surprised that it was a both situation. Like, I can I could easily see the I want to kill Anakin, therefore I'll do whatever it takes to kill him route, but I could also see the I want to kill Obi-Wan because he's the reason all this happened.
Yeah.
Like, I can see her getting warped to that perspective.
Yeah.
But she wants to kill them both.
Yeah.
Jeez. Like, let me end both of you.
I mean, does she want to kill... I mean, she says she wants to kill Obi-Wan, but I really don't... Like, if Obi-Wan were to live after killing Anakin, she would be like, whatever, go away. I don't see her as wanting to kill him. Like, to me, I think it would make more sense if... I don't think that she actually wants to, but it would make more sense if you're saying that's true, that she wants to kill both of them.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I just got that feeling that she wanted to get them both for everything, all the wrongs everybody's done to me. I want to get everybody for it. Which is why I connected to the whole childlike locked in that state mentality, where she's just lashing out at everybody.
Well, then that makes sense to me, then.
That's not different from what I was saying. The other thing.
Yeah, I know.
Was it?
To me, it is, because to me, if she was twisting it to the place where no Obi-Wan is the problem, she'd still work with the Sith. She wouldn't. She might be angry about Anakin, or have nightmares or whatever afterwards. But if she completed the revenge of killing Obi-Wan, that was her goal. Obi-Wan, because he's the source. He's who she's directing her anger at, and that's where her mind has twisted it to. Mm-hmm. Instead, she's still clear enough to say, no, the problem is Anakin. Anakin did this, even though Obi-Wan trained him. I don't know. I didn't get that she had the same amount of animosity towards him.
Oh, not the same. No, I was trying to lean towards more the lashing out aspect of it.
We also see Tala and Loader go down.
Yeah, but before that, we have a Tala pep talk. She's like, I'm putting notches in my belt for the
I didn't
people.
catch the notches.
I didn't see them. I
There
was
is
looking.
dark.
I was like,
You
I
really see too
can't
much.
see it.
I thought we changed the
I
settings.
thought so.
It looks changed. We can see stars.
See stars.
I don't know.
I don't know. I tried to change it and it messed up the timing of the video. Oh, I'm not doing that.
Stop touching it.
But yeah.
But yeah, we get pep talk and maybe make Obi-Wan change. I think it did help him because he decided to do the no weapon thing. No weapon thing. He went out without a weapon.
Yeah.
No, I mean he started thinking, I can do this without fighting head on.
Okay. Yeah.
Just kind of going with the whole fight scene, the duel of when he was fighting Anakin and he was trying to show Anakin, you see, even without a weapon, there are other ways to fight. I was just saying it kind of made him think more.
Okay.
I don't understand that perspective, but I sure.
It was just a kind of being disarmed means that Vader will put his guard down. Well, his enemy in general, not just Vader, because Reva also was the enemy. Put their guard down. So then he allowed him to go out there and fight in another way, which was mental warfare with setting up Reva lets him go. And then, but Vader still he did get better. He is getting better. So he saw that coming. They still got away though.
Yeah.
What's up with that double ship?
That
thing?
ship. Did they have a ship inside the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, there is
Yeah,
it is another one.
Yeah,
ship
Wow.
right there.
It's just right there on the floor.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Did not see that coming.
So how did they set that to go off? Like,
No, autopilot.
did someone give their life?
Maybe.
Autopilot. makes
Probably
no sense.
autopilot, but maybe.
Yeah, both are possibilities.
They didn't clear the ship, so he's just hiding in there like, oh, they're going.
Go away. Yeah. Right. But before that, when Reva opens the door and Obi-Wan does the Force push, that was cool.
Very cool.
Everybody fell down.
Yeah, I think the Force has been shown the best, might be in this series so far out of everything else. Because things like driving the ship, like we were talking about, it's always been a thing where size doesn't matter and you could just use the Force to do whatever so long as you believe, but we never really get to see that. And in the like Force Unleashed games you see that, but those games were never really treated as super canon, even back then when they were made. So to see Vader finally do something of that scale is very amazing. It's very
And he
impressive.
didn't even like struggle. He was just like hand out.
Stop down.
It's like, stop it. That was cool. And then he just rips the side of the ship open.
That was crazier
That
than the
was
ship
like-
grab to me.
Yeah. And like he just puts it down.
You could like feel his rage in the scene.
Yeah. That was cool.
And I just wanted to explain, do you know what a restraining bolt is? No. So in Star Wars, there are the bolts. They put them inside droids and it makes them do whatever you want. So it makes you... They still have a kind of a personality, but they're just locked into that robotic way of thinking. Which is why when Anakin made like C-3PO and R2, he didn't put those in because he wanted them to be more lifelike.
Oh, interesting. Well, yeah. We skipped over... Well, we went back and then we didn't go forward again. Tala and Loader go bye-bye. Tala's
And I was
gone.
thinking at the moment it was happening, I was like, well, they did take away her major source of being helpful, which was being on the inside. She kind of used that last card and
she helped Kenobi.
And helped Kenobi. She's like wanted now, so she can't quite freely roam. So, yeah, this is where she said goodbye.
Where her story ends.
Like for me, for a lot of Star Wars characters, you kind of have to like pass a threshold for me to want you to survive. Most of the time, I want characters to die just because it adds gravity to the scenes. But if you pass a certain level of cool, I want you to just be alive so you're off in the universe. Kind of like spoilers for Boba Fett. When we were watching Boba Fett, I wanted Cad Bane to survive the duel and stuff like that. Yeah, so I wanted him to survive so he could just be off in the universe. I wanted Boba Fett just to be cool so he can be off in the universe because they passed the threshold. Tal didn't, so I didn't really care.
Second guess.
It's sad. No, it's sad to me that she died. It's sad. But it made the scene cooler.
Yeah.
It did. I did. It was sad to me though, and I liked how they did the scene because it was a character that you could survive without, but you were they made her feel so close to everybody that it was here you can take mine. They felt. You feel the loss, and you feel Kenobi's pain, kind of. So I think it was a well-used death.
First Wade, now Tala.
Wait, who's Wade?
That random guy who got shot down.
Oh, that's good, right. Yeah.
Who's Wade? Oh, poor Wade. But yeah. And then we go into the other ways to fight. That was cool.
Very cool.
He just fully gave up his
Saber?
I couldn't remember the word. It was like, I'm going to fight him without weapons. And then he did. Even in his dream sequence.
Yeah. It's not a dream, it's a memory.
Memory dream sequence. Dream memory sequence.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he unfortunately for Reva misread Vader in that Vader is much smarter in terms of dealing with his directing his I guess attention and anger. Yes, he is very focused on wanting to get Obi-Wan, but he's more calculated now. So he first of all knew Reva was coming, so Reva didn't stand a chance against him. But I think Obi-Wan was still using her because she still is not exactly looking out for the best for Obi-Wan or the kids.
Yeah.
So he was like, you know what? You're just gonna be a tool, but you're gonna. And Vader said as much as like he was smart to use you. So what? You have a different idea?
I'm gonna put this one on her. She came in way too late.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
already done.
Yeah,
I
I was
was
thinking.
just standing there brooding.
I was like, why didn't she do it while he was forced?
Yeah, exactly.
Managing the ship. Like, was she just late? Did she come around the corner? And was like, oh, missed my chance. I'm still gonna try.
Still gonna try.
And also, Jedi are super, well, not just Jedi, Force sensitive users are super sensitive to emotional. And she was like shaking, like, don't try right now.
Yeah. I'm like, sneak up on Vader. Sneak up. Try. Think about that.
The man who
one.
just pulled a ship down and ripped it open, you're gonna try and sneak up on that?
Say it out loud to yourself.
But also, something I really enjoy is that flashback scene. 1 second. That flashback scene wasn't just for Obi-Wan. We also saw that Vader was thinking about that too.
Mm-hmm.
And the end of that, I think, leads off into what Vader does. We see that Obi-Wan says you'll always be a Padawan because you can't think like once without a saber, like outside the box. But apparently he has learned.
Mm-hmm.
And just like he says in the movies, I'm a master now, you know? So he has been thinking about things like, I know Reva's a youngling, but I'm not just going to get her out of the way. I'm going to use her. I'm going to use her in an abstract way. So I was just saying that, camera cut out. I was just saying that, yeah, Vader has learned and has improved in the ways that Obi-Wan told him. And I think that's the reason he was also thinking about that. He knew how that battle ended. He knows how Obi-Wan fights. And just because he's disarmed, just because he's alone, he's not defenseless.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring him to you.
He's whispering to Reva
in
front of the mountains of stormtroopers.
Yeah, they decide to have a whispering conversation in front of everyone. No one will notice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That duel did Vader justice.
Yeah. I was thinking about the amount of duels in this one episode. I was like, I'm completely satisfied now.
Thank you.
We can end now. It's good.
We're good. Yeah.
I will say that there are, like, you can say a lot about the characters that have been from the old movies or old series to the newer stuff. Like, sometimes the characters aren't done as much justice as you would like, or they aren't as great as you'd hope. Sometimes they're done better. But with Vader, they have nailed him every single time. Every single new piece of media that Vader is in, he's just amazing. He's terrifying. Maybe he'll say a line that someone dislikes, but for the most part, almost in every single action he takes is just very impressive.
It is, yeah.
And you could just see him not even trying in that duel with Reva. I loved it.
Yeah, he didn't even turn around for one of them. He just like struck backwards twice.
You could almost see him moving his saber to places before she thought of attacking, because he just knows what you're gonna do. Scrub.
Okay, and then we see after they leave Reva to die, Reva takes up the communicator thing, gets enough of the message to know where they're going.
Darn it, Hajan.
All right.
Yeah, he dropped it.
You had one job. Actually, you had two jobs. Hold the things
and watch Leia.
You couldn't do one of those two things.
Yeah,
Great
but Kenobi also is like, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, it's nothing.
It's fun. It's nothing. He doesn't trust his feelings anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just kind of like you
just
trying to get
everybody else to be calm. It's like, it's okay, guys. It's nothing.
Because he can't really explain. He doesn't know what's wrong. You know?
Yeah, he just knows something's wrong. Yeah. How did he not sense when like the droid was tracking them? I guess that wasn't serious enough.
Robot.
Yeah. So what is Reva gonna do now? Because she is now on the bad side of Vader, but she still is upset with Obi-Wan. So is she gonna say, okay, I can't kill Anakin, I'm gonna kill you?
Probably. Because she's like, you used me. Now I'm going to kill the boy.
Maybe.
Oh, that could be her way of getting back at Anakin, killing something that he might care about.
Oh, like if she figures out... Because she knows something enough about...
She knows about Owen. Because she met him on Tatooine.
Yeah, I know. But we still haven't, confirmed that she knows the relationship between Anakin and the kids. So that still is left to be known. So I guess... You're thinking she could hurt Anakin by killing what could be his son?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
It could go anywhere with this. Maybe she could end up, converting to the light side, and now she just chills on Tatooine also watching the kids.
Yeah.
No one said he was the only one watching the kids.
True. Yeah.
yeah, that's all I got.
Same.
But yeah, so guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, I like your time here. Please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. And check out Patreon description if you guys want to see the uncut version of this episode. That is there as well. But otherwise, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you around. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, bye.
Special thanks to our patrons: Andy J. Pao, Andrew Guan, Deli, Altina Orion, and Dirty Old Man.